Right, hello everyone. So today I am going to take you to March 19th, 2026 in Ozoro, Delta State, Nigeria, where what was supposed to be a fertility festival turned the streets into a nightmare for women. Viral videos show mobs of young men chasing women, ripping off their clothes, groping them, stripping them in broad daylight, while while men film and laugh. These women are filmed screaming and running for their lives, their bodies exposed and violated in public.
Right now, reports and videos are coming out from Ozoro in Isoko local government area of Delta State, Nigeria, where a festival rite is currently happening, are asking, where were the authorities? Where were security? Because if everyone in the community already knew that this festival was happening, then what message does that send?
This exploded online as the Ozoro Rape Festival. So the Alue-Do Festival has existed in Ozoro's kingdom's Udu quarters for over a century. It's marketed as a fertility rite where married women march to a shrine for blessings from a traditional priest. Prayers for children, prosperity, protection. But here's the controlling core. Unmarried girls or single women are ordered to stay indoors. Why? Supposedly to avoid interfering with spirits. And the traditional enforcement is youth throwing sand or mud at them to chase them home. Sounds almost quaint, right? Except on March 19th, 2026, that rule became a weapon. Students from Southern Delta University, many non-natives, couldn't speak the local language, went out on their normal day-to-day life, went off to school, university. They didn't get the message, and the streets turned into open season. Now, the absolute horror that came from this, and the videos flooded social media. One where a woman on a motorcycle was dragged off by a mob of men. These men swarm her, they grab at her, tear off her clothes, and grope her, all as she screams and is being filmed. Other videos where groups, men again, chasing women down streets as they scream in day and night. These women are slammed to the ground, humiliated and violated in full view. Students were hit the hardest. Some accounts point to the assaults escalating past the streets. After all of this, all of these videos of women being assaulted in broad daylight, just for officials to turn around and say that no formal rape complaint was made. This wasn't hidden, it was brazen. Some of these assaults you can see take place next to police areas. And the festivals stay indoors or else. Classic victim blaming, shifting that blame onto women instead of stopping the men. Classic. When these videos came out, obviously the internet erupted. The hashtag Stop Raping Women trended hard across Nigeria and beyond. Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, she condemned this strongly, saying no culture justifies violating women and girls. The Minister of Women Affairs called out the rape culture and demanded action. A tradition that already forces women to disappear for safety creates the perfect environment for violence and entitlement. When men feel the streets belong to them during festival times, women's bodies become fair game. Even if some deny rape, those assaults, those gropes, that violation, that sexual violence ruins lives. So the police and leaders moved, but with caveats. Delta State Police arrested 15 to 16 suspects, including the chief priest and festival organizer, Chief Omorede Sunday, plus others who were identified through the videos, and they were all transferred to the state's CID for investigation. The police spokesperson called these scenes alarming, disgusting, and embarrassing. Yet they emphasised that no victims have formally reported rape. They spoke to some girls who reportedly said no rape occurred. Ozoro traditional leaders rejected the rape festival title entirely, claiming it was just criminal youths abusing a sacred fertility rite, and traditional enforcement was only sand throwing. The Delta state government condemned the harassment and any reported rape, saying such barbarism has no place. Arrests are necessary in this case, obviously, but why did it take viral videos for action to happen? Where was the security during this cultural event? And focusing on no formal complaints while these women were harassed and violated and traumatized. So that's just minimizing it. Silence and fear often keeps survivors from reporting, especially when the system already blames them for just stepping outside. This incident isn't isolated. It's a symptom. A century-old festival that's rooted in controlling women's bodies and movements gets twisted into public sexual terror. It exposes how tradition is too often a shield for patriarchy, forcing them indoors and then punishing them for just existing in the public space. Weak protection during cultural events, entitlement that treats women's consent as optional. We demand full accountability. Prosecutions without excuses. End any rule that tells women they must hide. Stronger enforcement of laws against gender-based violence. And a national reckoning. No culture is above a woman's human rights. To every woman watching this, your body, your safety, your freedom to move, these are non-negotiable, and we fight until this stops. This Ozoro horror just reminds us that we have to keep speaking, keep pushing, keep organising, keep fighting, because it won't stop if we stay silent. So yeah, another hard listen. Let me know what you thought. I feel like not enough people heard about this. Let me know in the comments what you think. Did you hear about it when it first happened? I didn't hear about it when it first happened. I only recently found out through feminist pages on Instagram. That's how I found out about this. But more people need to know. So please share this video. Let people know the absolute horrors that are happening around the world to women still today in 2026. So yeah, subscribe if you want, like if you want. The main thing is to share and get this out. So I will see you in the next one. Ta-da!